Hey, my loves, my manifestors. I intend and affirm you guys are doing well and doing exactly what you should be doing to manifest the life of your dreams. I affirm that you are all aware of whatever you're allowing in your awareness because that is fundamental to conscious creation. And of course, I affirm that you guys are all safe and healthy. Okay, before I jump in, I wanted to make a quick video on how to choose a technique. But yes, before I jump in, if you are new to my channel, which many of you are, this is Devapriya. I'm a mindset and manifestation coach. You may also call me a life coach. And if you think you could do with some additional support with regard to your manifestation, please get in touch with me. My email ID is in the description box below. So, how do you choose the technique that is right for you? Before I answer this, I will definitely ask you to reverse engineer. As always, we are born manifestors. We've been manifesting since the day we were born. Okay? I mean, not exactly, but then yes, we are. We have been manifesting. We were born to manifest. Okay? We were not born to slog it out. We were born to step into the reality and live and think like the person who has the desire so that we eventually manifest it. Okay, so which means when we were not aware of conscious creation, when we were not aware of anything, we were still manifesting, but yes, on autopilot, consciously, unconsciously. Okay, we were just constantly manifesting because that's our basic way of being. Okay, we were born to manifest. Now that you are a conscious creator, which I assume you are, okay, and you are aspiring to become a better conscious creator because you are watching these videos on conscious creation, you are trying to figure out a technique which is taking you directly to the state of the wish fulfilled. Okay, so do you need a technique? Of course you don't. Okay, you don't need a technique, but then since we are consciously trying to rewire our thoughts, consciously trying to change a few programmings that are not really serving us, consciously trying to making an effort, we are consciously making an effort to change the way our life looks. We have to select a few thoughts, we have to select a few ideas, we have to select a new state of being. For that, we use these techniques so that we can stay in the state which is in alignment with our desires. Okay, so how do you choose the technique? You always have to choose a technique that you resonate with. Now, when you are studying Neville, okay, most of you have already come from the law of attraction community. You have fumbled, you have probably not really found or achieved the results that you were trying to achieve, and then you stumbled upon Neville Goddard and the law of assumption, and now you understand that you don't attract anything. You think as the person who already has the desire and then you manifest it. Okay, you are not attracting anything as such. So what you have to remember here is that the technique that you should choose is not one I ask you to choose or any other coach asks you to kind of follow. Okay, the technique that you must follow, even if you are my client, okay, if I give you a new set of thoughts, new set of affirmations, what you have to do is you have to imbibe it with your natural way of being. Okay, your technique, the technique that you choose, either you choose to affirm, deliberately affirm, you can script, you can visualize, you can do the hearing technique, you can do sats, whatever. You have to choose a technique that makes you feel happy. Yes, that's the word. You have to choose a technique that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel natural. It should not feel like a technique. You have to choose a technique that does not feel like a technique. Let me repeat this as I always do. You have to choose a technique that does not feel like a technique. It should not feel like work. It should not feel like you are doing something against your nature. Now, before you come at me, yes, yes, yes. Yes, of course, when you are changing your thoughts, there will be frictions, and I don't mean that, okay? What I mean is, like for me, okay, I am not a visualizer, okay, but I love Neville, but then I am more of an affirmation person, okay? I affirm, on loop, on loop, on loop, till I get into the state of my wish fulfilled. That's how I function. But then, if I give you a new set of affirmations and then you ask me, but I want to visualize, create a scene which implies that you already have your desire, okay? Use the hearing technique if that suits you. If you cannot visualize, okay, use the hearing technique and listen. Hear somebody congratulating you, okay, for having achieved whatever you wanted to achieve, okay? Hear somebody congratulating you on your wedding, okay, or maybe on getting that job, or maybe scoring that grade, okay? So select a technique that makes you feel good, because remember something, guys, you've been manifesting all your life, okay? So this should not be, manifesting is not a trying process. It should not feel like a trying process, okay? But then yes, when you are changing from your old self to your new self, there will be some friction and you may find it hard to believe, and I don't mean that. That is normal. That is your transition from your old self to your new self, okay? But the technique that you adopt, okay, the technique that you adopt should be something that you completely resonate with. This is precisely why law of attraction techniques work for some and does not work for many, or may, because some just resonate with it and you have that faith that this is going to work for you, because the moment you resonate with the technique, you kind of instantly, even before you understand it, you instantly have that faith that this is going to work for you, because you are resonating with it, okay? You're feeling good about it. So when I affirm, I kind of have this feeling that even if I don't believe my affirmations initially, if I'm trying to manifest something in particular, I know that affirmations work. That faith is always there. So because that faith is always there, I know that my affirmations will work, and they eventually do. Okay, so because I enjoy affirming, so you should enjoy the technique. It should not feel like a trying process. Okay, so select the technique that you find comfortable with. Affirming, scripting, visualizing, and please do not use a technique or try to do a technique that you hate and that you really don't like. I mean, if I ask you to visualize and you think like, you just don't resonate with it, don't do it. Do not do it, okay? Because manifestation is your normal way of life. You cannot stop manifesting even if you try to. So why not choose a technique that you kind of completely blend with, okay? You and your technique should be a blend. It has to be the perfect blend. I intend that answers you. This question needed to be answered. Your technique has to feel natural. It has to feel natural. It has to be something that you completely absorb in your system. Right? Thank you guys for watching. I absolutely love you guys. And yes, of course, do not ever forget your self-concept affirmations. And I intend that this video gave you the clarity that you were looking for. And if it did, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yes, do not give up. We do not give up out here. If we want it, we affirm our way to it, and we get it. We always get it. Happy manifesting, my loves. Bye.